Turns out they were Drake lyrics. I didn't realize until he sent me one that said, Kiki, do you love me? I responded, I used
Kiki, do you love me is wild, bro. That bro thinks she just doesn't know who Drake is. Goeiemorgen allemaal. Alright guys, on a serious note, if you're a liar, gaslighter, manipulator, welcome in to Strictly Cap.
That's not you, if that ain't for you, get out of here.
Get out of here. Indeed, asseblief.
Right, without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off with the gents check. So, Mr. Singh, how have you been this week?
Hasn't been the best of weeks, and we're gonna switch lanes for a bit and just get a bit serious for 30 seconds, if that's okay with you.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, man, I lost someone a bit close to me recently, yesterday to be exact, and I was really struggling with whether we should actually go ahead and record. And that was something that was really on my mind, but I thought about it and I realized that this person who actually used to watch Strictly Cap would have wanted me to do it and would have wanted me to laugh through everything that's going on, right? So I think on behalf of Strictly Cap, if again that's okay with you, I'd like to say condolences to Nalen's family, and Nalen, hope you're in a better place. Rest in peace as well, my brother. So that's all I want to say from my side, man. What about you?
Well, they do say laughter is the best medicine.
Thanks for copying like what I told you the other day.
But no, I've been good this week. There hasn't been any changes in my life, really.
Still depressed?
That was a joke. But
Alright, man.
No, I've been perfectly fine. So guys, we're gonna do things a bit differently this week. Since you guys enjoyed quickfire questions that much, there was so much of positive feedback, we're gonna start off with it this week. So let's get right into it.
Cool, quickfire questions. Let's get into it. My quickfire question this week, and it made me think so much about my own. But what is your biggest regret?
Oh,
bro, this one made me laugh, but it also made me think. Right? All right. So the first one, what is your biggest regret? Believing she was the one.
Oh, bro, don't go there. No, man,
Bro,
that's happened to me 3 times.
Wait, so she was the 1, 2, and 3, right? What was she?
3 different people, man.
Wait. Do I know any of them? All of them?
Yeah, nah,
I do.
You probably don't mind.
Alright, well, I'm going to say only one of them out of the 3 were actually the one for you. And I know which one it is, but I'll tell you after.
Oh, alright.
The one,
Right,
when she
yes.
DMs you after this, you'll know.
I'm not
And
DMing
you're welcome, by the
I
way.
am not DMing anyone.
Alright,
Oh.
so what is your biggest regret? And before I say this, if you do this, like if I find out that you do this, we could never be friends.
Like, it's a bit late for that now.
Nah, bro, I swear this friendship is over. What is your biggest regret? Pouring the milk before the cereal.
Bro, firstly, I don't drink milk. So like, the
Bro,
milk before the cereal.
The
And
people
I've
who
seen
do that
arguments
are
about this.
psychos, bro. If that's you, and that's what I'm telling you, this friendship would be over so quick. Because people who do that are psychos. Those of you that pour the milk before the cereal, you need to do better, because that is wild. That is wild. Alright, moving on to the next one. This one. What is your biggest secret? Oh, biggest regret. Shit, my bad. What is your biggest regret? Giving her my house keys. This bitch stays breaking in.
Oh no.
Bro.
No.
Bro.
She just shows up.
Bro, she just shows up. But the fact that he says breaking in
yeah.
is wild. Have you ever given any of your exes
No.
the house keys?
No.
Never.
No, never. Mm-mm.
And you never could.
That's a big step, man. If we're not living together, like,
But also, can I just say, I am into some weird stuff. So, I mean, I would give you the key, right? And then I would hope that, like, at 2 a.m, you just randomly show up, like, yo,
oh no,
hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
Booty call at
Booty
2 in
call.
the morning.
But it's unexpected. That's what makes it. You get what I'm saying? Do you, or you just?
I do, but I don't think it's justified enough for me to give someone a key. Honestly, like,
Fair, bro. This is the wildest thing I've ever read in my entire life, right? And I just want to say to the person who sent this in, you are insane. What is your biggest regret? Keep in mind, regret. My 3-year-old.
Yo, what the? Okay,
You don't get it, bro.
like
You don't get it, bro.
the child itself is the regret.
My
Oh
God.
my god, bro. That child. Oh, did this person anonymously send it in?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But even so, my 3-year-old, my biggest regret, what are you doing? Imagine, because, like, remember, anonymous person, right? This is on the internet forever. And when your son or daughter reads this shit, it's time for you.
Man. I've seen jokes about
Oh, wow.
people having mistakes,
Yeah.
but a full-on regret.
Bro, a regret. Like, at least regret the relationship.
Yeah, not the child.
Regret the mother if you want to. Don't regret the child, bro.
Oh,
What
was
did
the
I do?
father the one that said
Oh yeah,
it?
the father was
Oh
the one who
my
said to me.
god.
This was the guy, bro. My 3-year-old is my biggest regret. And okay, we'll get into men are trash later. But yeah, men are literally trash.
Whose fault was that? It's like, what?
Alright, that was my quick fire questions.
Okay, let's get into some more. Oh, okay. My quickfire question was, what's the worst thing a person can say to you during or after having sex? And
Oh
so
my,
many-
I already know this is gonna
so
be
many-
crazy.
Oh, okay. So this first
Oh,
one,
before
right?
you actually get in, can I tell you mine? Can I
Go
tell
on.
you? Can I
Go
tell you?
on.
Wait, what's the question again? Just read it back.
What's the worst thing a person can say to you during or after
Yeah,
having
yeah,
sex?
yeah, yeah. I have a story, bro. I have a story, and I'm actually like baiting myself here because I'm the one that fumbled this so hard. So I was hooking up with Thing, right? You know, a nice one, right? And I'm not gonna get into detail, but I underperformed. Like, like, it was a bad day, bro.
Happens
Even
to all of us,
Ronaldo
yeah.
has a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
You're
And
comparing yourself to
I'm the
Ronaldo.
goat, trust me.
Mhm.
But I had an off day and I didn't perform. And afterwards, that guilt hit me deep, bro. Like, it hit me so deep. Pause again, but it hit me so deep. And the only thing I could say was, like, can I get you a glass of water? Like,
Nah, bro.
can I get you some water?
She probably didn't need it after that. I never.
No, but like the thing is, I was trying to gaslight her into thinking she did. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm like,
God.
do you need some energy? Do you need some?
Did that
you need
need
some
what?
juice?
Did she play
Bro,
along?
she didn't even answer me. She just looked at me like, you know that look of disgust.
Disappointment.
Bro, I just wasted my 1 minute 30 seconds on you. Like, ladies, that was a once off, okay? I don't do that every week. But yeah, that was my thing. Like, can I get you some water? You know, like you're probably tired, you're dehydrated, and I just got air, bro. I just got blue tick.
Oh no,
Like,
that's
safe to
crazy,
say,
man.
I haven't had it since. But
Wow, no shit.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so what's the worst thing a person can say to you during or after having sex? This has actually happened to me. Call you someone else's name.
No. No, bro. No.
So, right. Oh, I'm baiting myself.
Bro,
yeah.
that happened to you.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, man.
The pain.
I'm so sorry.
The pain. So I went to
Wow.
a club, right? Ended up talking to this girl, whatever, we went to her place. While things were happening, you know, she called me her ex's name. Bear in mind, this is the first time
You've never
I've met
told
her.
me this story.
Nobody
by the way.
knows about this.
You've never
no
told
one.
me this story.
I haven't told anyone about this. Listen, no,
Ex.
I'm baiting
Wait,
myself up.
how did you know it was the ex though?
Okay, so that night, right, her ex's name was Ryan. So
Okay.
she said Ryan. And then, now we were both drunk.
Right.
So the next day, I don't think she remembered.
Whoa. You saying you only brought this up the next day?
No.
Okay.
The next day, I was like, who's Ryan?
Right.
Because I wanted to know, she's like, oh no, he's my ex. Why? I was like, why?
What? Bro,
Why?
I am so sorry.
That was so awkward, man. That was. By the way, I left one of my jackets at a place. I could not message her to get the jacket back.
Okay, but listen, right? I'm judging you so hard because you finished.
Bro,
The minute she says Ryan, I'm done. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? How do you?
I had to get the job done.
Okay, fair. I get
Now
it.
we were
but
drunk as well, though. So it was
I
like,
don't care, bro. I don't care if I'm
Nah.
drunk out of my mind. You're not gonna say Ryan, and I'm still gonna finish. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, but hey, each to their own, man. It is what it is.
Okay, moving on.
Crazy.
What's the worst thing a person can say to you during or after having sex? Okay, I'm definitely gay. Bro, how do you turn a guy gay from having sex?
Oh, is this a guy?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my word. Okay. Wow.
You have to be really, really bad.
No, but also, how is that possible? Because guys will do anything and anyone.
That's
Like,
exactly what I'm saying.
what
So
I mean.
how bad do you have to be?
That's what, like, even if you were just laying there, like,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter, bro.
Man, you turned him gay.
Nah, he was gay all along. But anyway, that's fine.
Okay. What's the worst thing a person can say to you during or after having sex? Oh, man. The big ones hurt. This one was perfect. The emotional damage after that. The fact that she thinks she's complimenting you. And the
Bro.
big ones hurt.
You know what's so wild? I was talking to a friend of mine about this last week. And what I said was, that is the most hurtful thing you can ever say to a man.
Yeah.
Like,
And you won't
yours
forget
is
it.
perfect.
And
I
you will
love it.
never forget it.
And also, you will have PTSD for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah.
And anytime a woman
yeah.
tells you that, wow, you big, bro, you're like, you're such a liar.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
you're such a liar. And that time, you could be the biggest she's ever had. But she just, like, you just don't trust, bro. You've lost the ability to trust.
The trust issues after that.
Bro,
Oh, man.
that is insane work. I don't think I'd ever have sex again. I'd never have sex again, I promise you. It is what it is.
Oh, man.
Was that your
No.
last one or do you have more?
I have one more, actually.
Alright, let's get it.
Oh, man. Okay, what's the worst thing a person can say to you during or after having sex? You're welcome. Like, were you doing me a favor?
But also facts. Facts, bro. You're welcome. Like, not everyone can say they've been with me. But now you can. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a privilege, it's an honor. Like,
The ego a person has to have to
right?
say that.
I'm pretty sure I said that in though. Oh, but your welcome is crazy.
Oh man. No, okay. Right. Well, that was quickfire questions.
Lit as always, bro.
I know.
Quickfire questions is crazy.
I think that's my favorite part of the show.
100%. 100%.
Okay, well, our main segment for this week, voted by you guys, is Men Are Trash. However, for our fact or cap, we are going to do the complete opposite and give a story each about how women have been trash. So, Mr. Singh, go on.
Alright, facts or cap. Women are trash. So, I already know this story is gonna get me a DM. Either a DM or a court case. One of the two. Alright?
A court case is wild.
So, this is from, I wanna say, 5-6 years back, right? And I'm kinda seeing someone, like, kinda, right? But it's acknowledged that we're together, right? So we worked at the same company at the time. And I remember this so clearly, like it was yesterday. It was a Saturday, and she was at work, I was at work. And we planned I would take her home, right? So throughout the day, she messages me like, yo, I'm not feeling well. Like, I'm not. And I've never told you this story. I've never told you this story. So she says, I'm not feeling well. So I'm like, cool, you know, we'll get some meds on the way home, whatever the case is, and I'll drop you off. So anyway, like an hour later, she texts me like, yo, I'm home. I'm like, bro, what do you mean you're home? And she says, nah, I'm not feeling well, so I just took an Uber. Like I took an Uber to go home. So I'm like, alright, man, it is what it is. Get well soon. Like, if you need me to bring you some food, some meds, whatever the case is, let me know. So my work day gets done, and I'm now ready to go home, watch some F1. I get to my car, right, and I look across the parking lot, and I see my girl jumping into a grey Polo. Polo
shit.
drivers assholes. Jumping into a grey Polo.
I drive a Polo.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean?
Shit, I'm so I call her, right? I'm like, how you feeling? Bro, this chick is real. I'm in bed.
Oh, she put on that voice.
Bro, I'm in bed. But I'll be good, baby. You know what? I'm like, this bitch. So anyway, that is my women are trash. Or that is my woman is trash story. And are you calling it as a fact or cap? And was she trash?
I would say fact.
Oh, you have no faith in me, but okay.
There's a lot of detail in that story.
Okay.
So I think it's a fact.
Okay.
And well, she was lying. And it wasn't her Polo.
Oh, it definitely wasn't. No.
So I'd say in that story, women definitely are trash.
Cool. We'll reveal at the end whether that was fact.
100%.
But we can agree now that she was trash. And by the way, I know you're going to be watching this. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Let's move on to yours.
Okay, so my story, right? There's only one person that knows about this.
Mm-hmm.
And he has never said a word about it to me or to anybody.
Okay. Now I'm going to know and you're never going to forget it.
Well, you don't know if it's a fact. Or...
I'll know by the end of this episode, bro.
Okay, so anyway, I was dating this girl, right, for 2 years. Now, she used to live in Pretoria, and so did I. But after 1.5 years, she got really, really sick, right? So she moved to Durban. So we did long distance for 6 months, right?
First mistake, yeah.
Yeah, never again, by the way. Those of you that do long distance, you guys are strong, but that shit ain't for me. There's no way. So, it was her birthday, right? So I was like, let me surprise her. Let me be the good boyfriend. So, my friend and I drive from Pretoria to Durban to surprise her for her birthday, right? I planned all of this with one of her friends.
One of
was
her
in there.
friends.
Yeah, one
Okay.
of her friends to surprise her. So we end up driving to Durban. We get to Durban, enter the States, whatever. We go, like, I'm at her house now, right? I walk through the door, and the first thing I see is her with another guy. The first thing I see.
Mm-hmm.
After that, oh man, the rage that filled me. Oh man. My friend literally just had to be like,
Oh, wait, he was with
he
you?
was with me.
Wow.
He witnessed
You're so lucky. it wasn't me.
everything.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're
can't-
so lucky it wasn't me, bro.
No. At that, if my friend
I would have been
spoke
on
shit,
the floor
no,
howling,
no.
Would have been
No.
howling, bro.
Mm-mm. After that, we just left, man, and the trust issues that
Yeah.
instilled in me. Yeah, no. So, what do you think? Fact, cap?
Okay. So initially, I'll be honest, I was thinking fact until you said my friend and I drove to Durban. I know you and you're not driving to Durban for anyone, right? Like, you're not driving to Durban.
Even for a girlfriend of 2 years.
Bro, especially for a girlfriend of 2 years,
Okay.
right?
Alright.
That's what it is. That's where I started to get, okay, cap. And then I changed again.
What? Okay.
Because you told me you caught her cheating and said friend was there. So I was back to fact. But now that I think about it, like really, really deep, I'm calling it as cap. I think you did catch her cheating, just not in Durban, bro. You didn't drive anywhere to Durban, like, for a chick. No ways.
Okay.
So I'm calling it as cap. And if it is fact, she's 100% trash. But I was gonna laugh, bro. Like, I was
Nah. They say real friendship.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, I was just gonna die.
It's like one of those things where your friend falls and you just
You laugh and then you pick them
yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah, 100%. Whoa. So clearly you're not a real friend because 2019, New Year's Eve. Do you remember that?
Yes.
2019, New Year's
Outsurance.
Eve. Nah, not the Outsurance one.
The concert. It was.
No. Not that one. This was it 2019? The Times Square one. Do you remember that New Year's Eve party?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay. I thought you were talking about the one where you were trying
Now
to do
we'll
that.
show that video at some point.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Times Square New Year's Eve party. I don't know if it was 2018 or
I think it
2019.
was 2019.
But I was walking down the stairs and I tripped and fell down the fucking stairs, bro. And bust my knee somehow. And you motherfuckers never picked me up. Like, you laughed, fair, nobody picked me up.
You were drunk.
So, what does that have to do with anything?
You don't
bro?
feel anything when you're drunk.
Oh, I felt it the next morning. I felt it
By
the
the
next
way,
morning.
we still partied after that as well.
Oh yeah, because I felt like the beginning of
Yeah.
the night, bro. Like,
So we
the
still
night had just
partied the whole
started.
night. So.
But once I woke up the next morning, I just realized I had no friends. So anyway, but we'll show the other year in function video where I did the voice show.
That was hilarious, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to the main segment for today's episode, which is Men Are Trash. And a few of you sent in some hilarious stories. We've got stories from women and actually from men who think they were trash.
Fair.
And we're here to...
Because men actually have self-introspection. You know?
What are you trying to say about women?
I'm not trying to say, bro. I said.
Oh.
I said.
Okay.
I'm not trying to say anything.
Alright, well, go ahead.
Saying that, let me start. So men are trash, right? This one is anonymous. And this one says, my fiance took me on an all expenses paid holiday. He ended up calling off the engagement on Christmas morning. Oh my word.
They were engaged.
Bro, on the holiday, like, clearly this holiday was over the Christmas period.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas morning, bro decides, I'm done.
One of my friends actually, right? His girl broke up with him on his birthday.
Wow.
Now imagine every single birthday, you're there thinking, remembering.
Also, for the next, like my next relationship, I'm putting so much pressure on my girl to like change that memory. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on my birthday, you're doing everything,
Yeah.
bro, to change that memory. Wow. All right, so this one is a longer one, and this one actually comes in from a guy. All right.
Okay.
So, a friend of mine who was in a 2-year relationship with his then girlfriend. She told him that she would be moving to Dubai soon, and he knew that long distance wouldn't work as they live in England. So he decided that he's gonna end things a few days before she leaves. The day before she was supposed to leave, he decided he needed to hit it one more time, I guess, and he decided to record the session. Bro, that is already a crime.
That's
It's
a
fine.
violation.
That's, bro, like we reporting you after this. So he recorded the session. After they are done, he decides it was the right time to tell her that it's over, I guess. First mistake. She goes mental and loses her mind on him.
Okay. Fair.
This part though, bro. He then decides to send the video he took to her father so he can watch his daughter getting railed the night before, bro.
What? Oh
Insane.
man.
Long story short, she has since been kicked out of the house and is no longer moving.
Bro, she lost her man. She lost her father.
And she
And
lost,
she
moving
lost,
to Dubai.
yeah.
Like she has
lost
nothing.
Dubai.
She literally has nothing. Men are so trash. bro.
That is trash.
Wow, gents, do better.
Do better,
Wow.
man. Do better.
All right, this is my last one,
Mm-hmm.
and this one, I'm gonna upfront say men are trash.
Oh, okay.
I supported my unemployed boyfriend financially for a year. When he finally got his first real job, he took his side chick out to celebrate.
No, man.
Oh,
no.
men are
Guys,
savage,
come
bro.
on, man. What world
Men
are we
are
living in?
savage.
Oh no.
Savage,
no, no.
I tell you.
But firstly, like in my opinion, you shouldn't be in a relationship if you can't support your girlfriend.
Fair.
The fact that she's supporting you and then you do her dirty on top of it.
But also, I mean, I see that so often where like a guy will know you just down for him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I know that you love me, like you're never gonna leave.
You take it for granted. You do
Bro,
whatever.
I don't need a job. I need a job for what? I'll sit and play FIFA, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, that was my men are trash.
Speaking of playing FIFA,
Mhm.
this is my manager stories, right? So, a lady sent this in, saying he paused our FaceTime during a serious conversation about our relationship to yell at a 12-year-old online playing games. He then came back and said, "Wait, what were you saying about your feelings?" He got dropped in game and in real life.
What were you saying about your feelings? I can imagine that, bro.
Imagine she's going on for 5 minutes on her own.
And bro's just like, hey, what was that bullshit? Like, yeah, just
Oh,
continue.
what were you
That's
saying?
insane. What were you saying? Something about your feelings. What were you saying?
She really said he got dropped in game and in real life.
Oh my word. Okay.
Oh. Alright. So, this is the next one. He sent me a deep poem every night for a week. I thought he was
So,
really
bro.
sensitive and autistic. Turns out they were Drake lyrics. I didn't realize until he sent me one that said, Kiki, do you love me? I responded, I used to.
Kiki, do you love me is wild, bro. This bro thinks she just doesn't know who Drake is.
Drake lyrics. Why do you have to
Oh
pick
my
someone
word.
popular?
Right? But also, like, how are you
No.
picking Drake after the Kendrick beef, though? Like, I mean, I'm Team Kendrick, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know about you.
Oh no, 100%.
Like,
100%.
Not Like Us was the nail in the coffin,
Yeah.
bro. Nail in the coffin.
A lot of people
Crazy.
disagree with me, especially my ex actually. Drake.
That's why
Drake
she's
and
your
Kendrick.
ex, bro,
Exactly.
clearly.
Exactly. We couldn't agree on that. You know what I mean? That was the whole reason.
That was the breakup. Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah,
I
no,
can't be seen
no.
with someone siding with Drake. Like, what? Nah.
Like this is just embarrassing. Okay, my last one, right? This one got sent in by a guy that wants to know whether what he did was trash.
Okay. Shout out to you, King.
You actually
Shout out,
you
King.
know this person as
I
well.
do.
Yep.
Okay.
I went over to my girlfriend's house at the time and just wanted one thing.
Obviously.
She then started crying as she was having a bad day.
Okay.
I then pulled down my pants and got a blowjob.
Wow.
The
bro.
audacity, man.
But his game needs to be studied. Though. Like, how?
She
Teach
had
us,
to.
bro.
She had to have been obsessed with him. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Like, I could never see my girl crying and then just pull down my pants. Like, that's wild,
He
bro.
probably left after it as well. He
100%.
probably.
Like, call your girls, bro. I'm not dealing with this. Like, call your friendship group and complain about me all you want. Like, it's fine. I don't want to.
Men are trash.
Yeah, definitely trash.
So
Definitely
both
trash.
genders are just.
Yeah, bro. Clearly, we're just all trash. Was that your last one?
Yes.
Alright, guys. So, as we know, you guys decided this week on Men Are Trash. However, I think we need to go back in time to the OG Confessions. Because that was also wild, bro.
Those confessions, man.
And the thing is, there were a lot of confessions that didn't even make it on.
Yes.
That are going to make it on next week. So next week, guys, we're going to be doing confessions again. We're going to run it back. Send us your wildest confessions. Let us know whether you want to be anonymous, whether you want us to page your name out. Actually, now that I'm saying that, I remembered I was supposed to shout out Bruno.
All right.
Because Bruno sent in one of the Men Are Trash stories. So shout out to Bruno for that.
Which one was it?
That was the Dubai, England.
Oh.
Yeah. So shout out Bruno. Thank you for sending that in, man. So next week, send us your wildest confessions. The funniest and wildest ones will make it on. And also, if you notice, we have some new merch. Some new merch.
Yes. Oh yes.
Up there, up here. Lock in, bros. Bros and girls, I don't even know what's the female version. But anyway, hit us up.
And
Hit us up, bro.
go on, no, go on.
Alright, hey man. Hit us up, get involved. We'll put the links in the description of the YouTube. But yeah, guys, that's it. Confessions next week. Anything that you would like to add?
No, nothing this week. However, we do have to give our factor cap.
Oh yeah. That's okay, reveal.
Well, you go first since your story was first.
Alright, so my story was about my then girl being sick, going home, apparently going home,
Yeah,
and then I
going
catch
home.
her jumping into you asshole polo drivers. At least I can say I've lost someone to a polo driver. I've never been able to say that. At least I can say that now. Anyway, my story was 100% fact.
Okay. Women are trash.
Women are trash, bro. And it took me so long to get over that, I'll be honest. I should have said this in Jane's check, but it is what it is. Yeah, 100% fact. And it, like, defeated me, bro. Anyway, let's get on to yours.
Mine was about my ex of 2 years, me driving to Durban to surprise her for her birthday, and me finding out with another guy. You said that I wouldn't drive to Durban, right? However, I actually did.
No.
I actually did with a friend, and found her there. The whole story was fact.
Nah, I don't buy that.
Fact.
I do not buy that for a second.
Up till today, well, now everybody knows, but nobody.
That's crazy.
That trust issues has
That is
been
crazy.
engraved in me.
Okay, so that's why you and your last ex broke up, because you just have trust issues, clearly.
No, no.
Last
it
ex,
was
I'm
the
on your
Drake.
side,
It was
bro.
the Drake and Kendrick.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Bro,
come
you,
on, man.
You and your exes need to do better, man. Alright, guys. That has been Fact or Cap Reveal, and this has been a wild episode. Before I say what I want to say, is there anything that you would like to say?
Apart from thanking everybody for the support, and don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. It really helps out a lot.
100%. Like, subscribe, share it as well with your friends, man. Comment in the videos, bro. Also, some of you guys need to, like, your comments are just insane. So, keep them coming, right?
No filter.
No filters, yeah. This is strictly cap, man. But yeah, before I head out, I just want to say that for me, this was really funny. Really enjoyed it. But also, from my side, dedicated this to Naylan, as I said earlier. And once again, one of our cappers. So, if you are a liar, gaslighter, and manipulator, we'll see you next week.